All right, on to the last part of this lab with the two virtual spring inertia damper systems. So looking quickly at the Simulink for this, we have two systems. We have a fast dynamics and a slow dynamics. You were supposed to go over these in the pre-lab, so I'll save a lot of that info for the pre-lab stuff. But just quickly, the fast dynamics has a wheel moving at a higher frequency, and the slow dynamics is a slower frequency. So these two are working together to output a torque, and if we quickly build this, we will see that the human is actually necessary in order for the system to behave so that you can monitor that. In the second part of this particular part, we ask you to remove the human from the loop, essentially meaning if the human is added, you can get that to be 0. So while this is building, since it's quite a large file, I'll show you that we've set up the O-scope so that we can measure the analog output signal, which is going to the motor, and so it's that voltage that's making that torque. So here we see that our build is done, and we can turn this on. There is no signal, therefore the torque is nothing, and the wheel is not moving. Right now we need the human to be able to monitor anything, so I'll grab onto this, give it some distortion. I'm holding on. As you can see on the oscilloscope, and kind of from my hand shaking, you have two frequencies going on. You have the frequency of that of a larger signal and the smaller frequencies within that. So I've kind of moved my hand a bit trying to show you this, but it matters how much displacement is given by the human, because that is also affecting the wheel and affecting our dynamics of our system. So I've also added a way for you to remove the human. That's the second part of this lab and part of the things you need to look into. So quickly I'm going to put the camera down. I'm going to flip a switch. Just flip the first switch. And as you can tell, the thing stopped moving and our frequencies pretty much have petered out. So by having that human no longer necessary, the resistance I'm providing is essentially creating no torque on this motor. But if I release it, it should stay, yes, and then I give it a little bit of displacement, and oh yeah, it freaks out. But if I grab it again, it goes to nothing. So that's kind of the interesting parts of this lab. The first part meaning you have a human involved, and the second part meaning you don't really need one. So yeah, hopefully that was interesting, and good luck.